Hey guys, it's Con from College Studios here, and today we are here at Keansburg Amusement Park. It's a park that's actually fairly local to me. I've been going here practically since I was born. I mean, this was like the first park I ever went to other than Great Adventure.
Me too. I've been coming here since I was a wee little person.
Yes, so I do want to give a huge thank you to the park for hosting us today. We are going to be doing some on-ride filming on some of their attractions, as well as getting access to all of their rides, which is really, really exciting. So thank you so much to Keansburg. We'll see you guys at the first ride. So we just got off of Sea Serpent, and that, correct, was that my first coaster or was that my second coaster? It's one of the two. It was either that or Roadrunner Railway.
That's a tough call. If it was this one?
And the one at Great Adventure. But either way, one of my first coasters I ever rode right here, and it's really cool to come back now all these years later and film on it and everything. Keep in mind that if you are an adult like myself, you are not allowed to ride. We were only allowed to ride because we have the camera equipment, but you need a kid to ride otherwise. That's why we were in the front two cars with no one else with us. But it was really nice to get back on this ride. It's a very fun, classic kiddie coaster. And now we're gonna go on this coaster. And this one's interesting because this came in after Hurricane Sandy, and knowing that really does put some perspective on how long it's been. This ride opened in 2015, Sandy hit in 2012, and this ride's still here, which is really, really impressive. Here we go. Whoa! Whoa! Here we go, through the loop. Wow, okay. All right, we just got off Looping Star in the front row. I don't think we can ride in the back because it seems like they have to fill the whole train. So we're not gonna try to do that, but I haven't ridden it in a really long time, which is kind of funny because this is probably the closest coaster to me in terms of mileage, but it was actually pretty good. I mean, you would look at it and think, oh, it's probably gonna be rough. It's not gonna be comfortable. I thought it was fine. I mean, it's got a little bit of a few whippy moments, but,
yeah, but it's intense.
It's intense.
Very intense. And
it's honestly not too painful. I enjoyed it. Now we're going to continue to go through the park, show you guys some of the things I remember from yesteryear. I do know right here, you can see the signs for it, Pizza V. That was like my favorite boardwalk pizza place ever. And unfortunately, it did close earlier this summer. I'm not sure what's going to come to replace it or if they're going to move locations, but there is that. But like I said, we're going to keep walking through the park and see what's happening in Keansburg. So right here in this big empty plot, if I'm remembering correctly, that's where the haunted house used to be, and that came from Asbury. The newer haunted house. That came from Asbury though, right? And there used to be one right over here as well.
It was on American Restoration where they restored the cars, and it was either there or right here.
One of these stalls.
It was one of these stalls, but it's unfortunate it never came back after Sandy.
Yeah, there was a lot of changes that happened after Sandy hit the park. I remember driving past here right after Sandy hit, and it was crazy just how much devastation there was. The Schwarzkopf Wildcat got completely destroyed. That's why Looping Star is there now. It's crazy, but I'm very happy to see that they were able to rebound and have all these rides still here. And hopefully, I know they've been dealing with a lot of contention from the town lately, but hopefully they will be able to continue to stay open. So the way this park is kind of arranged, you may not realize it because obviously it looks a little different than a lot of the other boardwalk parks in New Jersey, but this technically acts also as the boardwalk. It's not just the amusement park. It's just you walk on pavement, obviously, instead of boards, but there's food and games and all kinds of stuff all over the place, just like there would be in a regular boardwalk. And Dad?
And there's some interesting stuff. There's actually some rides here, not mostly up here, but on the other end, that were original rides to this park that were actually made by the owners of the park way back.
And we're coming up on one of them right now, which is the whip right here. I'm correct in saying that, right?
I don't know if that was made by the owners. I know there's some smaller kiddie rides that were, and they're still in great shape.
I mean, you look at this ride, you can tell it was definitely vintage, and I have vivid memories as a kid of riding this thing all the time.
This one.
This is a newer one?
Well, it's not newer, but it's manufactured. But the ones they made are in the back. They're really cool. They have a lot of character.
And this is kind of the end down here. So this is the Fast Track Speedway, which is the go-kart track. They have this. They'll have the little baby one, the kiddie go-kart track. I have a lot of memories riding this thing as well. And recently there's been a lot of contention between the park and the town with that parcel of land over there. Yeah, we might as well walk over there. For those of you unaware, they're kind of in the middle of a battle right now where, correct me if I'm wrong, Dad, but they're trying to take over that land, right?
So what it is, I believe that's a municipal parking lot that Keansburg itself owns. So that generates income for the town, right? Basically, it's passive income because all they have to do, they don't have to plow snow in the wintertime because the place isn't open. It's very simple. Cars go here, they park at those meters, and the town collects money. Said and done. There's no burden to the school system, no burden to taxes. So if they take this away, they take away parking for the amusement park and for the water park.
And for the beach.
And for the beach. So, of course, what they want to do is put townhomes here, just like they did over there.
Which, there's definitely a need for those, right? But you don't need to sacrifice land like this that, obviously, it serves quite the purpose, especially now. Look at it. We're here on a Sunday afternoon, and the parking lot's, like, at least half full.
Yeah, it's pretty full.
It's pretty busy.
And then, there's people are going on the beach, and they're coming in the park. So I don't understand why they would want to come in here and put townhomes everywhere. And then they have to elevate them so everybody that's living over here will completely lose their view.
Exactly. So it's definitely going to be something to watch. This could wind up leading to more appearances in the news between the park and the township. I know the team here at the park, they're dedicated to keeping Keansburg Amusement Park going. And obviously, Runaway Rapids next door is a bustling water park. I mean, that place is always doing great business. It's a really, really nice water park, too. We're not visiting there today, but I highly recommend checking it out if you do come to Keansburg Amusement Park.
And it's not that hot out, and there's
really not
people there.
Yeah.
And being a Sunday, usually the water parks aren't that busy on a Sunday, and this looks fairly busy.
I'd say so. There's people all on the slide complexes.
Park too. We've been in there quite a few times.
Yes, I have a lot of great memories from being in there. This right here is the, I guess you could call it a fun house. Not really a fun house, but the ropes course, more or less. It is Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have so many memories of this thing as a kid, especially that big long slide all the way to the end. Now over here, we make our way back to the other end of the park. Right here, actually, is where there used to be another attraction. It was one of my favorites here, Chaos. If you're not familiar with the Chaos model, it is one of the craziest flat rides out there. That was unfortunately removed a couple years back. We still got is it called Kite Fly? I forget what it's actually called. Cliff Hanger? Yeah. You guys have seen this ride all over the place before. They got a classic tilt-a-whirl as well. And they have a Gravitron. You gotta love Gravitrons. They are awesome. All right, we just did the centrifuge. I think that was a little too much for me.
It's the
Gravitron. It does the same thing. It's very intense.
It's intense, man.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've been on one.
I mean, I was just on one, I forget where, but it was a more vertical orientation and not slanted like that one. But oof, that one was intense. Wow.
That was really intense.
Dad, you just went and rode the double shot drop tower, or really shot tower twice. How was it?
Well, it is actually double shot because
yeah.
Down,
so you went 4 times.
I went 4 times. So I faced the ocean on one to see all of New York and the Bay Area, and then I rode the other side so I could see all of the park and everything that's going on within distance of the park. It's a great ride. It's a lot of fun.
So Dad, earlier in the video, you were talking about a lot of the original attractions here at the park, and we have some of them up here, right?
I believe this is, I know the boats are, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Little gunner ships might be, but I do see a manufactured tag.
This definitely looks original right
I
here.
think over here more is where like the original, if they're still out. So this I remember riding as a kid for sure, right here, guaranteed. It's definitely original. You can kind of see by the construction with the pipes and like the I-beams and the angle line. This definitely has to be one of the original rides. Train over there. That train has been here forever.
Yes, this train I remember from when I was a little kid too. You have to be very small to actually fit inside that thing. But it's obviously designed for very, very little kids. Well, that is going to do it for our time here at Keansburg Amusement Park. I want to thank the park again for having us out. Really was nice to kind of revisit one of my childhood spots that I haven't been to in a few years now. And it was just nice to be back, see everything that, you know, still is here from my childhood and get on some of the rides. Dad, how was it being back at Keansburg?
Wow, I've been coming here since I've been a real little kid. I mean, we're talking over 50 years ago. And brings back a lot of memories. I always liked this place. And it's always cool coming back. And I hope it's going to be around for a while longer.
I really do too. I mean, looking around, there's definitely not too many people here, and I'm hearing that that's kind of been the trend throughout the summer. So definitely come check this place out if you haven't been here, or even if you were here, say a few years ago, or even as a little kid. Come back now, relive some of those memories. It's still the same Keansburg you know and love. But with all that being said, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.